Ahoy, everybody. Welcome to Thursday's edition of Morning Breath. Sit up straight.
Microphone's up.
Get it together.
Wake up, everybody. But yesterday we weren't talking, and today Greta came in, and we were talking. Well, we weren't until she got here. But as soon as Peter said 5 this morning, Matt just perked right up and sat up.
Game face on, baby.
Game face.
Gotta get your game face
This
on.
is how we always are. Come on. Happy Thursday, everybody. We got Boss Man Matt with us.
Ahoy, Skipper.
Ahoy to you, Boss Man. We have the glorious Greta.
Ahoy. Good morning.
Ahoy.
Happy May Day.
It's May Day.
Yep, it is
May Day.
There goes half our freaking show now.
Sorry.
You ruined the big reveal.
All right, SPP in the house.
Ahoy, Skipper.
What you do, my lad?
I will say there's not a single May basket anywhere around here. None of us
I'm
brought.
sad. I forgot. I used to love making May Day baskets, and I forgot it was May today. So
Well, had you listened to the show yesterday?
I know. Well, I kind of did. I was in and out.
I think we talked about it. It did no good. We didn't even listen to us.
Our
Nobody.
retention skills are lacking.
There's no question about that. I want to start out with this bit of information that's been driving me crazy.
All right.
Research has achieved the strongest ever coupling between a qubit and a light particle. This kind of advance may allow the readout of information from quantum computers in a few nanoseconds.
Boom.
I don't have any idea what
about
you just
that?
said.
Yeah, that was like a
SPP.
foreign language.
That's something. I'll tell you what.
Can you believe that it took this long to get there?
Now read it in Latin, and we'll have just the same comprehension. I
thought that was.
exactly. Exactly. But no, that's astonishing. I guess. I think
See, I file that, and who cares?
exactly.
Every once in a while, I have a who cares file.
Yeah, and that's one
I
of
never
them.
there.
talked about it. That
Yeah.
was it.
Well,
So you think I bring these things up for us to talk about? I do not.
yeah. Well, there's
Thank God.
maybe that's our whole segment coming up. Is just the who cares segment.
My God, we can find that
We
stuff.
could just read a whole bunch of stuff.
Like,
Peter could do a
like most of our
graphic.
shows.
Yeah, exactly. Who cares?
Who cares?
It's funny for a moment, but the shelf life is short.
So now that's off my chest. I can get into this. That the Southeast Iowa Video Network is sponsored by KCTC.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Casey.
Casey.
Thanks, Casey, and all the gang over at KCTC and the Morning Breath crew, including the glorious Greta, who won salsa, by the way.
Yes, I
Yes.
did. And it's really good. Thank
Look
you,
at her.
Martha.
She just lit up.
I don't ever win anything, so I get so excited when I do. And it's food, even better. So.
Even better.
And it's delicious. So.
Yes, it is. We're sponsored by Hy-Vee and Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh.
Thank you, Willie.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Willie,
Willie.
and all the gang over. Or no, all the Hy-Vees and Hy-Vee Fast and Freshes. I feel like an alligator right now. My face is full of vitamin E to try and improve the
You got a little sun.
peelage.
Oh,
I
I
got-
was like vitamin E.
I got 3rd-degree burns. I made that up.
Oh, yikes. You don't look red.
How did I look Monday?
He was a little more red on
No
Monday.
more red.
We didn't see the show because we were with technical difficulties.
Yes.
Oh.
A little more red.
I tested the theory that you can get burnt if the sun doesn't shine.
Yeah.
And you
mhm.
can.
You sure can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew that, but sometimes you
Your
gotta.
forehead looks kind of red, but that's about it.
My nose is.
Hurt? Does it still hurt? That's
No,
the
it's
worst.
finally is not. It's not.
At least you're not
warm
peeling
anymore.
yet.
Oh, it's-
or are you?
oh, it's-
Yeah.
Thus the vitamin E.
So you got it moisturized well. So
It's gonna peel.
So you were outside this week and got a little sun, and I think we missed this last week. We should have talked about it. Greta was outside this weekend too because Greta ran the Key
I
Wash.
was like, where are you going with this? I did.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was a lot, and I missed you going out or coming in. Either way,
I saw you later, right? Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw you
we
that
ran
day.
into
Yeah.
each
I
other.
was like, where did I see? I thought I saw you.
but I didn't see you actually running. So
No, that's okay.
I apologize.
It was a
for
good
not,
day, though. It was
not
nice.
cheering you on. Nice cool
Jeez.
morning.
It was. It was very chilly, but it was nice for runners. Spectators, maybe not, but
But it didn't bother me.
Nope.
yeah, it was
Somebody
nice.
asked me if I run, and I said, you got to have people cheering you on.
That's right.
Otherwise, what fun is it?
That's right.
and so I'll be a good spectator.
When I ran in Chicago, there's like 2 million people that lined the streets of that whole thing.
Jeez.
And I spent the entire time
Shaking
of course,
hands?
no, not shaking hands, high-fiving,
Yeah.
fist bumps, little kids, whatever.
Was it a marathon?
It was. But, of course you're in Chicago, so all the buildings are big and there's stuff to see. But I just spent most of the time just staring at people alongside. I mean, the entire route was just filled with 2 deep, 3 deep of people.
That's crazy.
It was nuts. It was cool.
That's been all over my TikTok now, running stuff, and some of them they hand out candy, and I was like, I didn't get any of that. I mean, I didn't do a marathon, but
When I did Bix in Davenport,
Yeah.
it's out and back. But anyway, that's a big deal in Davenport. And I don't know, about 2 miles in, there's somebody in their front yard handing out beers. It's like,
You can have a beer while you're running?
hey,
sure, if you want. I was
Why not?
At that point. It was 2 miles out of a 7-mile run, and I'm like, I don't think I can do that.
yeah, that might hurt my stomach.
It might not go over well.
And like full beers or just little cups?
I think they're handing out cans of beers. I don't
Oh,
think
yeah,
they
that's
had
a
many
lot.
people take them.
Yeah.
But I think they did.
Well, it was nice of them to share. They're probably just there for their friends.
Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know. They were trying to hand them out. It's like, no, I don't think so.
Love it.
Food. So, like, do you give runner food or do you give like a Snickers or something?
I've
What's your
seen all
TikTok say? Because I'm a big lover
sorts
of
of
TikTok.
things. I've seen Snickers, like Sour Patch Kids, and some people eat that. Like if you run that far, a lot of them do like goos, and
Goose.
they're called
goo.
goos.
What is
yeah,
that?
It's called GU goo.
it's like electrolytes and energy.
Oh, so it's good
and-
for you.
And I don't think they're good. I've never done a goo, but
I have.
there's like
Tastes like
chews.
chalk.
Yeah, they're.
Yeah, they're not.
You
They're
know
not
about
tasty.
goo too?
I'm in on the goo, dude.
What the what?
He's a runner over there.
They come in little package. You just rip it
Yeah,
open
you
and
suck
squirt it
it
in. It's like a
down and-
gel.
I never even heard of this.
But some
Yeah.
people don't like them, so they'll do like candy and
Yeah.
stuff. So
I'd rather have a Snickers.
same.
Going to be here
I don't
for a
even
while
like Snickers, but I'd rather do that.
because I'm going to be there for a while. If I'm running a marathon.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
goo's a thing.
Goo.
Just rip it open and suck it down.
You apparently have to be an elite athlete to know this stuff.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. All right, let's go with that. I was going to say, yeah, elite's a strong word, but let's just stick with that. Yeah.
You're surrounded by some elite athletes in here.
It's, you guys never cease to amaze me. That's all
Well,
I've got to say.
to be fair, it was 10 years ago for me, so it's not like a recent thing.
Once an athlete, always an athlete.
Yeah,
That's right.
I don't know.
I don't know though.
That's your Shadur. What's his name?
Shador Sanders.
Sanders. He's still an athlete, but
Yeah. Speaking
I'm
of,
not sure. Yeah, go ahead.
no, sorry, finish your thought.
No, I'm not sure that he will play NFL football.
I don't know.
Where'd he go? The Bears? No, Browns.
Browns.
Yeah,
And he was the second quarterback drafted by the Browns. I mean, they got another one a round or two earlier.
So your thought was about the call,
About what?
the prank
Oh, the
call?
prank call.
Oh no,
Okay.
no, but that too.
Did that coach get fired?
No,
No.
he got a huge fine though,
300 grand.
something like that.
700. Yeah,
I can't remember exactly what it
I thought it was
was.
$750,000.
And maybe it was. I don't remember. It was a big fine. I think the Falcons got a huge fine, and then he personally got a big fine.
Yeah.
And his kid's grounded forever.
Grounded.
You talk about taking your phone away.
Yeah. For those that don't know, so Shadur Sanders played for Colorado, is getting drafted, and he gave out a private number to NFL teams so that they could call him directly if they were to draft him or wanted to ask questions or whatever. And nobody had this number except for the NFL teams. And so this coach for the Atlanta Falcons, not the head coach, but a
defensive coordinator.
defense coordinator for the Atlanta Falcons, had that number on an iPad, and that coach's kid found the number and called Shadur and prank called him.
And said, "Hey, buddy."
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what he said, but it was
I don't either. I've never heard the whole thing.
But prank called Shadur.
Like
And-
he got drafted or something.
Yeah, or
They
something like
acted
that.
like he was going to be the next pick.
Right.
I think.
and not so much.
Not so much.
That kid's in serious trouble.
Yeah, big time trouble. So,
Yikes.
but what I was going to say was,
I get that he thought it was going to be funny.
well, right. Well, when you're a kid, you think that stuff's funny. Mm-hmm. But
How old was he, the kid?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know
Schoolish,
either.
maybe?
Is he high school?
Yeah,
Maybe.
I think so.
Somewhere in there.
I was going to say 15, but I
I
may
think
have
the
made
story
that up.
was that he got the number, but he made his friend do the prank call.
Oh, is that what it was? Mm-hmm. Okay.
But he's
Still.
still in a
Still,
boatload
yeah.
of trouble. It's not like now he's out of the woods.
He said that
He should have had that iPad locked.
they apologized to the Sanders family. They said, I heard this morning that they were very gracious and forgiving.
I'm not a big Shedeur Sanders fan, but I did like his response of like, when you're a kid, you do stuff like that, and it's not acceptable, but
Right.
we all make mistakes.
I'm sure
so,
Shedeur had a few pranks in his day.
Yeah.
yeah, we're all
It's
human.
not
We're
like
all
he's hurting
human.
for money or anything.
Yeah.
So.
So you were going to say.
So we were talking about elite athletes, Shedeur being one of them, Greta being another. So our friend in Arizona, Terry, sent me a video last night
Oh, yeah.
of some elite athletes. So Peter's got it. So
Oh, let's see
Terry?
this.
Yes.
oh, that's the end. It's all right.
It's kind of let it roll. Go back to the
It'll
beginning.
go back to the beginning. So
Get
this,
outta here.
this is old man wrestling.
I'm in.
Yeah. Look at
I don't
this.
even know
Watch
anything
this.
about
it.
Watch this. Got him. Got him. Flip
Is that a
him.
3 or 2?
It's probably a
This
2.
looks impressive to me.
I know.
I'm not a wrestler watcher.
Got him.
Stuck him.
Stuck him.
Got him down.
Well, to be fair, the guy in the red just had his hip replaced.
So, yeah, Terry sent that with the message that it's never too late. Never too late.
I
said
love
for,
that.
He said for Tim or Matt, it's never too late.
Next
So-
episode, you'll see him suited up and
So, you know, if that's a
That's a great move.
if that's a representation of me and you, Tim, I'm just saying one of those guys has hair and one doesn't. So
I'm putting up a better fight, Matt, just so you know. man. Just so you know.
that's
so I know.
awesome.
So
And it
anyway.
looks like it's a tournament. So
It
there's
is,
like a lot of them.
So it's on Flow Wrestling. So I mean, they like televise it. They stream this. The Flow Wrestling logo is on there, and Flow Wrestling does live streaming of wrestling events all over the country. So this is, and they do pay-per-view events and do all kinds of stuff. So this is like a legitimate thing of some sort. So anyway,
That's
I'm
freaking awesome.
impressed.
there you go.
you go,
I
guys.
was
You
never
go,
a
Jerry
wrestler.
Reeves.
I don't know anything.
What?
I'm never a wrestler.
Oh,
Ever.
I didn't know that.
I'm just a big-ass fan.
Yeah, well, nothing wrong with
Do
that.
you play basketball?
I did.
I will say I did wrestle. I will also say I was not very good at it.
I wouldn't. I think I would. I would still get beat by somebody that age that knew how to wrestle.
Right.
I'd probably still get beat unless I could just outstrength them.
Yeah, but
Sprawl.
you've watched enough wrestling, whether you wrestle or not, that if somebody's
I couldn't set up a move.
somebody that really knows it's a good technical wrestler is just so fun and smooth to watch. It's just incredible. It does, at some point there's a strength difference, but you can overcome a lot of strength difference.
yeah,
with
that's for sure.
With
Somebody that knew what they were doing would
yeah,
whoop me
yeah,
without a doubt.
yeah.
But I'd be interested in getting in that in 20 years,
There you go. Well,
it.
look it
10
up.
years. I don't know how old you have to be.
Yeah. Well, I
I'm
called
sure
it.
they have
Hey, I
different
wonder
weight
if there's
classes.
an age.
Yeah, well, those
ages,
guys
brackets.
look advanced in their age.
They do.
I'm sure
They're
I'd look
moving,
that old in
moving
one of those
quick.
things too.
So
Look at him moving around.
I know.
know.
It's like he's.
You went in for that blast double.
and he got it.
Damn.
And he got it.
Good stuff. Thanks for sharing that.
So
Gosh,
yeah,
darn it.
Terry sent that. I'll give credit.
Very good, Terry. What else do we got? We had some hellos. Anything to just? I can't see this.
Yep. Jeff.
very good.
Jeff's in. He sent a little May Day flower along with
There you go,
with his
Greta.
comment.
Woohoo.
My mom, Denise, Jimmy. Jimmy says Happy May Day. Cindy's here. Denise, I want to see Matt in a track chair at Case Field against Jaden and Josh. Oh no, no. I would get humiliated
Yeah,
quickly.
Yeah.
for sure.
So
Everybody would.
I can get
Four-time
humiliated.
Drake guy.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't think I want any part of that.
I walk into humiliating moments constantly without pre-planning it. So
Speaking of track, there's a junior high track meet at Highland tomorrow,
is there?
and I think the Washington Junior High is going to be there too. But it's the first meet I'm going to that I volunteered to work it. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah,
Be like the timer person or
They
something.
need help out everywhere, so I just said, just put me wherever, just not the concession stand. I'll be inside.
right. You can
See
set
what's
up
going
hurdles.
That's a lot of work.
But it's real
I'm
fast.
a realtor, you know.
Yeah.
Not a hurdle setter.
You have to do it that often. Yeah.
I can tell people where to put them.
Right. There's little marks. I don't know
I
which
saw-
mark. There's a
There's
lot
a
of
lot
marks.
of
Believe me,
Marks.
I've watched it,
Yeah, I don't know how many marks there are.
a lot.
and I'm thinking, I better stay away from that. I'll have a hurdle turn the wrong way and the shuttle. Yeah, it wouldn't be good.
That would be ugly.
Hopefully, I get like the shot put or high jump or something.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be fun.
You just catch the shot put.
Yeah, throw it back. Here.
Here you go.
Shagging shot puts.
So that'll be fun, and Washington will be there. So there'll be some kids I know.
Yep.
And my granddaughter knows. So I'm having fun with this track stuff.
Yeah, track's fun. It's just
Track's fun to watch.
takes a long time.
It does. It's 3 hours.
Yeah. And they do it in the spring, so you never know the weather. And I've been at
That's
some
true.
pretty cold, and I've told the story, but pretty bad track meets or pretty weather bad track meets.
I'm gonna run into that. Kind of like soccer, eh?
Kind of like soccer. We've had some interesting times with that too.
Well, you'll talk about the weather a little later, won't you? Because I don't know what it's going to be tonight. I think it's done raining for a bit.
Well, there's a chance this evening.
Okay. Well, it really rained good last night.
It did.
Did you hear it?
Did.
About, I don't know what time it was.
Nope, I was out.
1?
Yeah.
Maybe around 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
I have a story to tell.
Do tell.
After, well, not now. I think we should take a break.
All right.
And then I'll come back and I'll tell my story.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics, providing quality health care that puts you first. Whether during a hospital stay, seeing a primary care provider for wellness exams or sick visits, minor surgery to a total joint replacement, or recovering from an injury, we're here when you need us.
More than you expect for your health care. Washington County Hospital and Clinics.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you with a flexible financing you need to install that all-season room or remodel your kitchen with a home equity line of credit. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Ahoy and welcome back. Matt told a very high-paced story while we
were watching the clock tick, so I was trying to get through it quickly.
Go fast.
You can really go when you want.
Yeah, when I want to.
Oh, gosh. Okay, it's Thursday, May Day, as Gloria pointed out. Greta.
Gloria.
Glorious Greta. Gloria.
Yeah, that's
We're
like
gonna
it.
just go with that.
Just shorten it up a little bit.
So the story I wanted to tell you is my wife and I. So I got home from golf at a good time, and my wife was working, and I just went upstairs and made myself some supper and started watching TV. And it got to be about 8 or 9 o'clock, whatever it was, and I went to bed. She was still working. I'm not going to wait up for her because it could be forever before she gets home. And so I went to bed, and then I woke up a little after 10. And there she was, having supper. And so we got to talking, and we're just talking away, and she was just full of energy. And I decided I was going to try and just maybe just fall asleep in the lazy boy. So I get in the chair, and then, she goes back in the other room for whatever, and I turn the TV on, and I have the YouTube app, and so I found a new way to waste gobs of time.
Oh no.
There's plenty of ways out there.
I knew this stuff was here, but there's music on YouTube. Like I just go to the YouTube app and there's music, and then there's shorts. There's just little blurps or maybe full songs or maybe 20 minutes of whatever. But it's amazing. We watched that until 2:00.
Are you kidding?
I'm not kidding.
Oh, jeez.
I watched 25 minutes of Simon and Garfunkel. I was just in chills. It was just awesome.
Right. Well, that's awesome.
What was the other one? I knew I was going to forget this one. Doesn't matter. Just all kinds of stuff, and we were just enamored, and it just kept going. I said, and it got to the point. I said, honey, I don't know what time it is, but I think
it's time for bed, whatever, right?
Now you know what like TikTok feels like in the TikTok rabbit hole.
TikTok's that way too.
I'm gonna avoid that thing, but it was fun. We both were just smiling and talking. We want to watch this. We want to watch that.
Well, I've said this many times, but TikTok, I don't look at TikTok unless I say, all right, I got an hour. Yeah. Because an hour will go just like that. I mean, you don't even think about it. And then you'll see something on TikTok and you want to get off and go look it up, or there's a song and you go play the song, and it's an hour.
I guess it's like cocaine.
It kind of is.
Because I never wanted to do cocaine because I was afraid.
Because I might like it.
I want more.
I might like that stuff.
Give me more. So I never tried cocaine.
Yeah, neither have I.
And I don't know that I don't have TikTok. So
yeah, well,
people send me TikToks and I can't even read them. I can't open them.
It's it's a time suck.
It's a time suck,
to say the least.
I mistakenly do it before bed way too often. Yeah. And I'm like, dang it, it's late now.
But
what you did.
I know how you feel.
YouTube is a big time suck. Can be a time suck as well. I got hung up on jousting videos for a while on YouTube.
That has not come into my feed yet.
Yeah, well,
either.
Well, once it does,
look out.
There it is.
All right, so enough about me. SPP, what's on your mind?
Just chilling.
Okay.
Just chilling.
You rested up?
Rested up.
Ready for the evening activities?
Oh, yeah. We'll definitely need some caffeine, but we'll be ready.
I saw you and Jackson walk by the office yesterday.
Yep.
Never stop in. You just walked by.
I'm sorry.
Walk on by.
Grab him some coffee. Do the same thing today.
You will do the same thing?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Does he come in here every day?
No, but Peter goes and gets coffee.
Oh, Peter goes and gets. Where do you go to?
Coffee Corner.
Just down
nice,
there.
Nice. Oh, that would make sense.
Hy-Vee's a little too far for him, I think.
Yeah, Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh that's a car ride, not a walk down the street. So,
all right.
Quick little thing. So
yeah, because I'm done.
That's all right. U.S. We'll just sit here in silence then.
I got some time left if you want to say something.
Okay.
We'll just sit here and be quiet for a while. So,
well, I am looking forward to your mom coming on Monday.
I don't know if she's coming or not. She might. She's
awesome.
She's considering
Come on,
it.
Martha.
She
Do
also
it, Martha.
my her granddaughters, my nieces, graduates from college. I'm thinking this weekend she's going to that, so she doesn't know if she can go back to back, go to that, and then come up here. So we'll see. We'll see. Open invite though. She knows.
Come get her in the long car.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Royalty.
We could all show up in the long car. It's a 2-hour drive. A little over.
Why couldn't we just kidnap her?
Because I think that's illegal.
Yeah, but she kind of was. She's kind of considering it. So is it really?
Unfortunately, this is all admissible in court.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know how that'll hold up. I don't know how that argument will hold up. So some places are requiring, or at least talking about requiring a U.S. citizenship test to graduate high school. Have you heard about that?
I have heard about this.
So
aren't we doing it in Iowa?
I don't know. I
don't know if it's passed yet.
I'm not sure. But I found a sample test of some of the ones, and I guess it's a 10-question thing.
You got to get 7 or 8.
You got to get 6 out of 10. So 60%. I'm pretty sure it's 6. So I took the test.
I suspect you did pretty good.
I got 7 out of 10.
Some are kind of tricky.
Well, how many amendments are there to the Constitution?
26.
I don't rightly know.
So-
It's in the 20s.
I guess 22.
I thought 21 would be my first
Is it multiple
guess.
choice?
Nope.
Oh God, I'd be
you
I'd
gotta
be
know.
doomed.
Nope. You got to know.
I have no idea.
Peter's close. I think it was 27. But yeah. So, but
You should know this. You're the youngest guy here.
yeah. So,
They must have passed one recently. Like
so there's a couple of them that, I mean, I know about it. I knew what it's, but I just didn't know, that. But 7 out of 10. So I would have passed, but not by a large margin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So some of them are,
probably hard.
I was listening to WHO one day, and the host was inviting people to take the test, and most were passing, some did not.
yeah. Yeah. Some of the questions are like, I can't believe you're even, if you don't know that, you shouldn't be here, right? Or you shouldn't graduate high school if you didn't know that. Mom says, I will come, but not next week. We will come up with a date. So, all right, there you go. So,
Love it.
yeah. So anyway, some of the questions are pretty easy. Some of them are a little trickier, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I knew the most of what was going on the radio, but I did miss one. I can't even remember what it was.
no. Well, I was 7 out of 10.
Good for you.
That's a C.
That's a C.
That's a
C's
C.
get degrees.
Nope, that's an
Exactly.
American citizen right there.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
All right, 7:40. Look, where did the time go, SPP?
just goes away.
Just goes
flows, flies away.
Wait. I know we got to take a break.
Hold on,
but
please.
Ray says Oreos light up the same pleasure centers of the brain as cocaine if you want something a little cheaper.
No wonder I love
and
Oreos.
more realistic. So there you go.
Ray, where you been?
I love that.
Ray is sticking with Facebook. So I got Facebook.
Is he just
over.
doing that to spite
He
us
is
right now?
He is 100%, and because he says I am the #1 fan on Facebook because most people have migrated to YouTube. So anyway, Ray is still commenting on Facebook.
Thanks for still being here, Ray, and commenting and knowing now I'm going out to Hy-Vee and get me some Oreos.
Yeah, and Jeff says Arkansas requires a citizenship test. So
I think Iowa is just now. It's been discussed. I don't know if it's passed. I have not heard that yet.
I just know it's being talked about. So
I don't think it's a bad thing, but the teachers will have to cover that stuff in like
yes,
in
and
American history.
I think
things like that you should know.
I think I also heard that not only do you have to get 60%, but if you don't, you can take that like unlimited times.
Oh.
So I think you can take it until you pass it. But
Think of how many you could have 100 different tests on that.
I know, yeah,
So it's like
I mean, in summer welcome for my college, I had to take a civics exam. They had to get at least 70%. So it's happening.
it's not a bad thing.
yeah.
I
did
think,
you test SPP before you hired him?
No, not
It's going to be a new hiring practice
No.
from now on. Isn't it? I didn't need one.
yeah,
No,
he was.
that pay raise is yet to kick in.
Yeah, when you pass the test, Tim, I'll throw some more money your direction.
Okay, sounds good. All right, we need to take a break. Yes, Peter?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. We'll be right back.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Attention Hy-Vee shoppers, introducing Hy-Vee Perks, your ticket to exclusive savings and rewards. Access exclusive perks, prices, earn gas discounts, and unlock special deals. All this for free. Join Hy-Vee Perks today and start saving.
Bring the kids, share the memories, celebrate 75 years of traditions at the Midwest Old Threshers Reunion. Relive the magic of steam engines, antique cars, and trucks, tractors, gas engines, and horses. Whether it's your first visit or a cherished tradition, you'll enjoy the delicious foods, the thrill of an Old West shootout, and the excitement of nightly grandstand entertainment. For 75 years, this has been the place where memories are made at the 2025 Midwest Old Threshers Reunion, August 28th through September 1st in Mount Pleasant, Iowa. Visit oldthreshers.com for more details.
The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
Ahoy, Morning Breathers. Welcome back to Thursday's edition of the Morning Breath.
I wasn't ready.
Greta just laughs. It's all right.
Greta's just looking at us like, what
what's
the
wrong
hell
with
are you
these
doing?
two?
It's 7:44. We need to get set for the day. Yes, Peter?
Indeed.
Okay.
Gotta switch it up a little bit.
Let's get set for the day. It is Friday morning eve something.
Whoa.
Friday eve morning.
I didn't think we were going to use that.
I don't know. I'm kind of
I was
stuck.
banned from saying
I'm kind of stuck on it. Well, you might be banned. I'm not. I can say what I want.
You win.
It is.
See? Look
It
at him
is.
throwing his weight around.
It is. It is Thursday.
Flexing his muscle.
No muscle.
I want to get that singlet on today.
Let's go. It is Thursday. It is the 1st of May. It is episode 302. I'm just being
Look at
random
you.
now.
Look at you.
It is May 1. Temperature right now, Fairfield 55, Mount Pleasant 55, Washington 54. A little rain this morning and then cloudy with another chance of rain this evening and into tonight.
It's not great.
No, 40% chance. And right at about 6 o'clock, there's a 50% chance. And I looked at that specifically because that is right in the middle of the soccer game.
Lovely.
So,
You want me to give you the true forecast?
yes, please.
Well, I can't right now. I don't have a thing pulled up.
Oh,
I could do that and just completely ignore you for the next 2 minutes.
you might do that anyway.
That's kind of normal for me. But
High today of 66 and a low of 46. Today's headlines from SoutheastIowaUnion.com. Fairfield Chamber honors outstanding businesses and individuals at banquet. Mural at Mount Pleasant Veterans Hall honors all who served.
I forgot to say that it was National Password Day.
You're
You're supposed to reset your password today.
Oh, no.
It's a bad idea if we all did that today because everybody's going to get hacked by somebody out there, right? And they're all going to figure out our new password.
Well, you switch from password 123. Bless you.
Thank you.
But then wouldn't it be the smart move to not change your password?
I say
Right.
'Cause
don't
then
change it
people will think that
today.
you did change your password.
Wait a
There
little
you go.
bit. We'll fool those hackers.
There you go.
Okay.
And then put 2-factor authentication and do all that garbage. Locally made podcast climbs charts, boosts farm business. and
What?
It's not our podcast.
I need to read the paper. I think I know what you're talking about.
Torque and Sawyer.
Oh, yeah.
Whistler.
Talk.
Yep.
That's it. They do a good job.
And they're like top 30 on Spotify's list of business
They've had
podcasts.
some big names on there, too.
Yeah. So yeah, they're doing well.
Well, look, we're not chopped liver.
We're not getting their numbers.
Well, we've had some pretty big time guests. John the Voice. Nobody else is going to tell you it's National Save the Rhino Day.
Yeah, save the rhinos
That's right.
today.
It's
Save 'em.
important.
Anybody? Do they tell you that on Farm Talk?
I doubt it.
Yeah,
I doubt it. You can only find that on Morning Breath
Morning
and the
Breath
internet.
only. We're all friends. It's fine.
You know, it's
They,
all
hey, they have their gig. We have ours.
Yes, we do. I have not listened to their show, but I'm guessing ours is way different.
Very different.
It is. It is.
So, the Washington
It's
Fairfield track
okay to be
teams
different.
yes, it is. Are running at Waco. Fairfield and Mount Pleasant face off in tennis.
Just
and
ask
Washington,
Ray.
And yeah, Ray says it takes 7 to 8 years, around $1,500 to become a naturalized American citizen.
What?
I love Ray. I just love him.
Random facts.
Love it.
Washington, Mount Pleasant take the pitch tonight for a little soccer action. Girls are in Mount Pleasant, and the boys are in Washington, and live on Southeast Iowa Video Network.
I didn't think you were already through that.
Wonder what was stopping them.
This day in history. On this day in 1999, the body of a British mountaineer, George Mallory, was discovered on Mount Everest some 75 years after he and Andrew Irvine disappeared while attempting to become the first people to summit the peak.
That's where he went.
Yeah, well, they knew where he was. You just can't get up there and get him.
Well, the Sherpas can, but
Yeah, but they're not dragging.
sometimes it's a little hard for even them.
It is. I've heard people talk that have climbed Everest. They said, you can find a body up there.
Well, yeah, you're going to walk past them.
They don't bring them down. It's hard to bring them down. So,
Eek.
yeah,
They just slide, but
they're preserved. They're
mean, they're
frozen.
frozen.
Exactly.
Just a block
Just
of ice.
clear a path and slide them down. Greta, random joke, random quote, or random fact?
Let's do a random quote.
Random quote. When my kids become wild and unruly, I use a nice, safe playpen. When they're finished, I climb out. Says Irma Bombeck.
She was great. She was she wrote books, or she was a columnist or something.
Yes.
Irma Bombeck.
Yes.
Awesome. Hey, I forgot to mention that Pluto is 95 years old today.
Happy birthday, Pluto.
The naming of
I was
Pluto.
going to say, I think Pluto's older than
We
that.
found Pluto 95.
Is it considered a planet now again?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of falls
Correct
in and
me
out
if
of
I'm
favor.
wrong, Ray.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. I think it is.
Yeah, well,
Again.
they took it. They made
took
it
it
a
away.
planet in 1930, and then they took it away 1920, 1930. They took it away at some point here in the last 25 years, and then said, "Nah, just kidding. It's really a planet."
It's really a planet. Yeah.
Why not? Why take that away? It's just so little and way out there.
Yeah, don't
take that away.
Don't pick on that. Don't pick on him.
on
That's
Pluto.
kind of
It's just
bullying.
a little guy.
Yeah.
Just leave it be a planet. Today's takeaway. Are you ready for this, glorious Greta?
Sure.
You have a takeaway? You
Yeah.
ready?
This room is full of elite athletes and soon to be 2 wrestlers.
I'm sure Flow Wrestling will want to
Yeah.
get into this.
We got to promote this.
We got to
Yeah,
promote
we
it.
got to promote it.
Well, it's
There's some money here.
15 years. So let's take our time.
So if you want to raise, Tim, we can do a pay-per-view, and that's how we can raise some
Oh,
money.
there we go.
We'd probably raise at least
Yes.
$10.
You might raise more.
That would be way more than I'm getting. Matt, did you have a takeaway?
Well, I was going to say something about wrestling, but I think I'll go with, some pranks are harmless and fun, and some cost you $750,000.
It happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ouch. Boy, I'd be so mad at my son.
No kidding.
That could break me.
Might have to,
Jeepers.
yeah.
I get it. Okay, SPP.
Couple takeaways. One
Ooh.
is
Don't you dare take mine.
I might. Probably won't. One is to watch my hand when the random quote comes up so that the laugh track doesn't come up accidentally. And my other takeaway.
Yeah, but only you and the whole
Yes.
I
audience
only
knew that.
only
The
me
only one.
and everybody else. But my other takeaway is to next time I go on a run, I should grab a beer
Yeah.
Or,
Well, they make-
or a goo.
A goo.
or a goo.
Yeah. A goo or a ga? Goo?
It's goo.
Goo. I'm not going to remember that, folks. That's just all there is to it. But, it's a big deal. They hand out a beer right after you get done. Go get a
Get
beer.
a beer.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that a healthy safety thing or something?
There's
Replenish your
there's-
carbs.
Yeah, there you go. You're replenishing something. There might be protein in
Got
there.
2 hands.
Protein.
Can I have 2 beers?
Yeah. I'm sure JP's would sell you as many beers as you want.
I didn't run, so I didn't get any. All right, my takeaway. Very clear.
Jeff would pay $10 to watch us wrestle.
We might have just doubled our intake. The gate just doubled. My takeaway is thankful to Ray, because I now I'm gonna have to be very careful about eating Oreos, because I don't want to get hooked on anything very bad.
Exactly.
So
Ray also says Pluto is about 4.5 billion years old.
well,
Jeez.
nobody knew about it until we named it. Ray. So to
That's-
me, it's 70.
That 4.5 billion years, that's pre-SPP.
95.
Yeah, it's
Pre-SPP.
SPP.
Pre-SPP.
So there's what I know. Thank you, Ray, for all the clarification. And Oreos are definitely going to be consumed in moderation.
Cautiously.
Maybe is it the cream center that's the addictive part?
I don't
or
know.
What is it?
Is that the
They're just
cocaine?
so
You can go to OA.
Oreos
Anonymous.
Oreos Anonymous.
Yeah.
Yum.
Okay, 750. Boy, God, we will never make 745
Nope.
again, ever.
Nope.
Apparently, people stick with us. So,
Maybe. We don't
Maybe.
know. I don't know.
It could all be gone.
hello, is this thing on? Let's call it a day, everybody. Hey, thank you for joining. Thanks for all the comments, even on Facebook. Number One Fan is still active on Facebook over there.
Yeah, but please stay on YouTube. We like you on YouTube.
But stay on YouTube, because that's where we're commenting.
Yes.
Have a great Thursday. Bring your umbrellas. I'll let you know about the weather in the text now.
Okay. All right.
And great Thursday. We'll be back tomorrow. Until then, ahoy.